Hey folks, Dave, the not so evil Viking 13 here, and we're back in the American Republic in Empire Total War. And we're finally here in the summer of 1830. We have a new turn. Our agent has been detected in Mexico. Let's send him back up to Texas. One of our generals has the Happy Drinker perk, +1 morale in battles, and one of our preachers has a test of faith. Hello recruitment, including our first-rate ship of the line. 2 of them actually, a heavy first-rate, a first-rate, and a third-rate. Our first heavy first rate needs a good heavy name. I tell you what guys, let's name our first heavy first rate after one of the last regions out west where we're going to have a gold rush in the 1870s, the USS Black Hills. For our standard first rate ship of the line, let's call her the USS Amsterdam, in honor of our eventual capture of the Dutch. Alright. Now, what massive navy do I want to add them to? I'll go with this one right here.
Orders.
We'll put Admiral Wilberforce with that fleet as well.
Still ship shape.
Ah, the Swedish have a nasty fleet hanging out right there. Currently blockading one of England's main ports. That's not good. I don't think I can quite take them on yet. There's the rest of our ships that I moved back for repair. Let's chase off this Swedish Navy with that fleet.
Easy prize money. We rule the waves.
Okay. That's just a rasé. Not sure if I should keep it. Firepower is 219. Why not?
Ship shape and Bristol fashion, Captain.
Back to port. And repair. I believe our fleet has arrived. I'm not sure why this one was going back to America. Perhaps for repair? I guess our army heading towards Europe is still on the way. Let's send you guys back to Norfolk, Virginia for repairs.
Ship's orders, Captain.
Alright. Oh yeah, we can build our steam dry dock, which I thought I was already doing. Not sure what Mexico is up to there with that ship.
Yes.
Alright, back to Europe for the moment. Let's make sure that all of our forces are being replenished. Good. Good. You guys need replenishment.
At the ready.
This is going to be our new army.
Impossible, sir. Forward.
Stupid priest is blocking the way.
Country. Forward.
Sir.
March.
Sir. Your orders?
March.
More orders? Sir.
Let's leave General Green's army here in the Netherlands to keep replenishing. So that'll be 3 full stack armies,
Waiting order.
all of them
Sir.
slightly battered.
March.
Ready for order.
And then
Sir.
our 2 full strength armies are going to march towards Paris.
Make ready.
Sir.
March. Prepare for battle.
Okay, the Austrians have taken a good-sized army and reinforced Paris since last turn.
Sir.
Prepare the troops for battle.
We are going to take that star fort, though. That's a nice little fortification.
Yes.
I'm worried about getting spread too thin here. So we've got 2 armies in France,
Yes, sir.
many more within range. I wonder how many more troops should I move away from Amsterdam? There's so many Austrian armies to the south, but I think they're all pretty battered. And I think our 3 full stacks, 3.5 full stacks,
Make ready.
could hold if need be. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm going to go ahead and march this 3rd army up as well.
Immediately.
I think these guys
Harvesting
are
supplies.
untested in battle so far.
Make
Let's
ready.
also take out this Swedish fleet attempting to blockade Newcastle. Oh, they are blockading. That's a good sized fleet, actually. That's going to be a nasty
Officer on
fight.
deck.
We need to top off our navy that goes in
Ready
with our
for
best
action.
units. There's the USS Governor, first-rate ship of the line. So those 2 new ones were not the first. I was incorrect there.
Orders, Captain.
I think the Governor was our first captured first-rate.
Make ready.
The ones from this turn are our first built first-rates.
Aye, sir.
We've got 1 bomb catch. Already have a steamship.
Fleet ready.
Let's do 3rd rate.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's do... should we do a 2nd rate? Nah, we'll leave the 2nd rate behind. Do a 2nd, 3rd rate,
Aye, sir.
and a 2nd... We'll do a 5th rate, or was that a 4th
Aye,
rate,
aye, sir.
actually? Okay, so that navy
Get
is all
ready.
set to go after the Swedish navy. But before I do that, I'm going to keep things going with recruitment and Empire upkeep. Or Republic upkeep. That new army needs cannon and horse. Can't build any more puckle guns. But we can build some nice howitzers and mortars and 12-pounder cannons. Alright. That's a good start. That leaves us a good chunk of money to continue building elsewhere. Let's check on infrastructure. Alright, we have metalled roads in Amsterdam already. We'll build them in Maine, in New York, in New Granada, I'm also going to top off those mines down here in New Granada with the newest steam-powered mines. And the best farms. What is another region that could really use metalled roads? Actually, a bunch of my regions already have metalled roads. we'll do Upper Louisiana, so we can rapidly reinforce, if need be, across that territory. Texas already has metalled roads, as does New Mexico, I think. Yep. The Kentucky territory does not. Georgia does not. Panama needs some roads. Just the cobbled roads. And we'll upgrade a sugar warehouse as well. We're down to 1,000 gold now. So let's move in with our navy
Aye, sir.
against the Swedish. We do have to be really, really careful here. We have to worry about the Austrians as well as the Swedish. And the Swedish alone have two very powerful navies, including this one right here in Greenwich that has 5 first-rate ships of the line. How can they afford these navies? That is insane.
Orders, Captain. For country, for home, and for the prize.
Thankfully, the British have already tried to break this blockade, so this Swedish force, their naval force right here, is injured, if experienced. Let's start things off by getting our flagship in the back. It looks like the winds are going to be against us, so this furthest corner of our deployment zone is really our best option. Let's get our first rates and a second rate up front. Line formation, if they'll fit. USS Black Hills, heavy first rate ship of the line. 351 crew members, 122 cannons, more than most armies. That is beautiful. Let's do some third rates next in group 2. And a mixed group of second rates. Oh, a second first rate. There we go. And a third rate. That will be group 3. And we'll add our steamship and our bomb catch off by themselves. I'm going to send our largest ships forward first because we do have to sail against the wind. This is going to take a long time. We have so far to go. At last, it looks like we're about to start. A heavily damaged enemy third rate is closing quickly. The USS Governor opens fire with a massive broadside. The USS Black Hills is right behind it. As a reminder for you guys, the USS Governor was named by viewer UltraGrunt, and that was a perk from supporting our channel on Patreon. If you guys would like some more information on that, you can find links to the Patreon page for youtube.com/EvilViking13 in the video description. The Aurora is taking some long distance fire. I'm trying to send our steamship around back here too. Everything is just going so slowly here. We're losing some sails here on the Aurora. And at last, their third rate, their aggressive third rate, is listing and is also on fire. What a slow battle. I'm going to have the Colorado break rank here and attempt to board the Castellet. It's also a third rate, but it's low on crew members and pretty damaged. That's their aggressive third rate, I believe. The Aurora is just getting pounded by everybody out here in the front. Our captured, I think this was actually Swedish, steamship is making its way around behind their line of ships right here. That's going to start hurting them badly pretty soon. Yep, no point to that boarding process. They have surrendered. And their second rate is now also on fire. A few of their faster ships are making a dash here. They've broken their line while I wasn't paying attention. It looks like they're just wading in. Oh, the governor is really damaged. How did I miss that? Actually, a lot of my ships are on fire at this point. Now it's just a slugfest. Let's have the Ranger break formation and cut around them here. Which ship just exploded out here? It must have been a Swedish ship. Yeah, a small one. Oh, they waded in heavy. That's coming back to haunt them now, though. A lot of their ships are caught up in the midst of my fleet. Their second rate does not want to surrender. Oh my gosh. There she goes at last, surrendering, taking fire from both sides. That sixth rate is about to get in way over his head right there. It's firing up my steamship. You guys might want to look right next to you. This steamship has definitely come in handy. It's one of the few ships able to go against the wind here and try and mop up a few of these guys here in the back. I'm gonna have the governor withdraw. She's taking way too much damage. She is listing very, very badly. You definitely fought well, though. There we go. The 6th rate has surrendered. Now it's just a matter of mop up. Alright, Governor, you are now breaking rank with Group 1. Okay, there we go. That ends the battle. We have won a decisive battle right here, and that means that we can either add their ships to our fleet or scrap them for money. The Dragendorpt fought well, that 2nd rate. I'm going to add her to my fleet. What else do we have here? 6th rate, don't care. Sloop, don't care. Another 2nd rate. I'll sell it for money. I'll keep the Razé. I can't build those. It's a robust frigate. Carronade frigate, I'll keep that as well. Sloop and brig. Let those be sold as well. That will earn us 3,100. That should open up some more trade for Great Britain. Oh yeah, wow, that was blocking 27,000 in trade from Great Britain.
Ship shape. Set sail.
I'll replenish you guys back at the docks as well.
Orders.
Let's get back on that trade route.
Action stations, make ready for battle.
And now we're getting about 40,000 per turn once again. And we actually have a bit more gold that we earned from selling off those ships. Is there anything we can build back home? Anything worthwhile, that is. I don't really see any needs for 2000, so I'm going to just hold on to that gold. And let's see what happens in the next turn. Great Britain requests a military alliance. Well, we have no allies at the moment. Great Britain is no longer at war with France, so yeah, as long as they reciprocate indefinite military access, let's do it. Ha! They weren't too happy about it, but they accepted.
Amen.
And we are back in the winter of 1830. Looks like the Austrians are camping out on one of our trade routes with, whoa, 2 heavy first rates and 2 normal first rate ships of the line. These empires are pulling these massive navies out of their back pocket like crazy, while I struggle to build just a couple of ships. Speaking of which, we have a first rate, the Iris, all set to go.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's add her to this navy.
Aye, aye, sir.
Again, Sweden with the blockading. I guess we'll tool up and go after them again.
Fleet ready.
Tell you what,
Where to, Captain? Aye,
it's
aye,
time
sir.
for a second admiral. Let's put an admiral on the Albany for 3,000. Admiral Putnam. We need 3 ships to top off that navy. Let's do a first rate, a steamship, and a 4th rate.
Ship's orders.
That's an impressive force right there.
Yes, Captain.
Plenty of economic construction back home. And recruitment in the Netherlands. Wow, the Swedes even have navies off in the trade route regions. Ridiculous. Thankfully, France still exists, but they're not happy with our territorial expansion in Europe and our alliance with Great Britain. But at least they've actually made peace. They're no longer at war with anybody. Even Great Britain. They're down to 3 territories, but I might be able to return Paris to them. Now, I don't think it takes this many turns for armies to get across oceans. Have I lost a fleet? Do you guys remember if I had a fleet left out there? Let's top this fleet off with repairs in Yorktown. But I was pretty sure in the last episode I had an army that I loaded up and I sent them off to reinforce Paris. I just don't see them anywhere. Let's look at our lists. Fleets in the North Sea. North Sea, Northwestern Atlantic, Northwestern Atlantic, North Sea, and Northwestern Atlantic. Yeah, no armies on any of those. Let's build a commercial basin. Independence Hall only has 3 turns left to go. Great arsenal for Boston. Pleasure Gardens for Boston, seeing that's where one of our universities is located.
Yes.
Some militia just to garrison Charleston. We'll put some Minutemen in Savannah, Georgia. State capital in Florida. We'll put some cavalry down there. Steam engine factory for the Cherokee Territory. We're advancing quickly as a nation. Where's our prestige? We have now passed Prussia, actually, as well as the Ottoman Empire and the Martha Confederacy. We still have a ways to go before we beat Great Britain, mainly in the naval arena. Wow, Austria is just insane with that naval force. They still have more than 2 times the amount of ground forces as well. How are they funding all of this with such a small empire? I mean, it's not tiny, but Prussia is much larger. The Ottoman Empire is much larger. Austria must have some serious trade going on to be earning so much money. What else can we spend out of our 14,000? Steam engine factory in Baltimore. I'm going to keep this Weaver's Lodge for tradition's sake in the Algonquin territory. State capital for Niagara. And a tobacco warehouse. Oh no, there's an army still here in Corpus Christi. I think... Did I leave the army behind?
Ready for action.
I'm not entirely sure what happened here. Tell you what. Seeing my memory is failing me, I will take this navy, pick up the army from Corpus Christi, and head to Europe with it.
Ship's orders, Captain. Forward!
We won't make it off of the territory this turn. But let's remember, I am actually sending in an army right now. An experienced army from Texas straight towards France. Austrian occupied France. They seem to be playing things close to the chest after their, what, 8 years of defeats now, or something like that. They're staying back from Amsterdam. Maybe I'm finally beginning to weaken them. Let's push up with General David Palmer.
Onward! More orders?
Form line for battle.
Alright, I have burned down their trade port in France. No more trade between Austria and Mexico. I'm going to take General Nathaniel Greene, who is still alive at 88. Put him in Flanders.
Anything more?
And put General Armstrong
Fight for crown and country.
back in Amsterdam.
Your humble servant.
Let's actually do this. Let's put
Let's
put General Deere back there.
Yes, sir.
Green can't quite make it to the Star Fort, unfortunately. Let's just get him close.
At the ready. Your humble servant. Make ready.
Actually, General Dearborn, you have a lot of the unique units. Okay. Let's
Sir.
give you
Yes.
a puckle gun. And swap out these provincial scouts.
March.
Sir.
Further orders.
Men,
Forward.
at the ready. Sir.
We'll give you that puckle gun,
Make ready.
and we'll swap howitzers as well.
Sir.
We'll give you the 24-pounder howitzer.
March.
Sir.
Now that's an imposing force right there. 5 units of cavalry. Beautiful.
Make ready for battle.
Yes.
Occupy that.
Forward. March.
Occupy.
Ready and awaiting orders.
General Bristow
By the
back
left.
here to fortify
At
Flanders.
Make ready.
Ready and awaiting orders.
March.
Take your
Men,
howitzer.
Forward.
Yes.
Green,
Can't do that, sir.
march towards France as soon as possible. Oh yeah, Austria is reinforcing. That's okay though. Let's cancel something expensive back here that we don't need quite yet. Perhaps one of these factories in Maryland. Instead, I'll upgrade this mine for 2,700. And that way we have more money to spend on troop recruitment. There we are. Plenty of troops incoming for General Osborne. I'm not sure why France is converting my population to Catholicism, but that is not appreciated. Not at all. Let's also pull General Palmer back within range of the rest of our troops.
In position.
There's just a lot of Austrian armies roving around Paris now. They're injured, but they are elite, or full of cannons. I think one last thing for this turn.
Where to, Captain? Orders?
Let's get within reinforcement range.
Aye, aye, Captain. Any orders? Aye, sir.
Let's take on this Swedish fleet and break that blockade once again. There we go.
We rule the waves.
We lost no ships, but we did sink those two heavy first rates that belonged to Sweden. And he got +1 morale for that fight, our admiral.
Aye, sir. Underway.
It is time to repair our fleet. We gotta cancel something else expensive. That actually appeared to damage our fleets quite severely. We need 6,000 gold. We'll cancel this pleasure garden. And some of these troop recruitments for garrisoning Florida and Georgia. Yeah, we'll leave Florida. And we just won't recruit one of these light infantry. That should now be enough for replenishment for our first battered navy. Oh, actually, for some reason my flag is not torn, but this navy is definitely battered. Okay, 41 gold left. Diplomacy is looking pretty good. We're only at war with Austria and Sweden, which are unfortunately two of the most powerful empires out there. We have a fragile peace with Spain, despite their invasion forces still sitting awkwardly off the coast of the Carolinas. Let's see what happens next.
Hiding.
The British just invaded Sweden. Nice. Alright, it looks like the Austrians are moving some forces around in France, and we have the opportunity to intercept. This is going to be a monster of a battle, but this could be our moment. They're going to have to react to our attack. Let's give it a shot.